Alright, today oops, sorry. Today I'm going to bring a tip to some of you people, well, actually the people of the community. It's kind of something that helped me out quite a bit, and I've come across it recently, so it's something that I think would be a great help, especially to those people who are still early on with things. At this point, for myself, I don't really see a transition coming about, at least not yet. Still early stages. If I can represent people who are not transitioning or pre-transition, I think that that's wonderful, because that can be a very difficult time for people, and I hate to see people kind of go through that. Don't be too hard on yourself. My big point today is to give the tip that if you're part of the male to female community, like I am, don't include yourself to be one of them. And by one of them, not like the other genetic guys. I mean, I get to see them, like, in the locker room. Sometimes they do something foolish. I mean, I live in a building around a lot of guys, and sometimes they're ridiculous. They'll slam the door, like, morning, noon, and night. Oh, that's really nice. And sometimes they're a little bit sloppy with things. They really don't care, you know? They don't care. There are guys who do care, and there are guys who don't care, but when guys are around guys, it's, I guess, a thing of dominance, and sometimes that stuff peeves me, you know? The guy at work, well, let's see, some guys I know, they drink coffee all the time, right? And every time they go to pee, they're like making the noise, like trying to push it out. It's absolutely ridiculous. But if you're gonna pee, you might as well pee like a man and have some aggressive about that. You know, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And then, you know, after they're coming back, they got a physical job that they've just done, they're like, you know, making the effort, like, they're really, it's like, I know the job that you do, it's not that tough, you know, but they have to have that sort of thing because it makes them feel manly. And if they gotta talk about something, sometimes they have issues, and you could be right next to them, and they're like, blah, 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 and what we need to do, and they're saying it loud and brashly, and I'm like, why? Why? I'm right next. I can hear you. I can hear you perfectly fine, you know? I don't know if I can attribute that stuff to just gender, but sometimes they do stuff that's annoying. They take pride in, like, fighting and being rude. I think that goes right to gender because women are phantom poopers, okay? And I completely agree with that. I'm completely on that train. I came across this situation where the past 2 weekends, I had to have my car repaired, had it fixed, something fixed on it before it came an issue, and the other weekend I had to have my taxes done. But within those 2 weekends, the Saturday and Sunday, I've had things to do that took me out of my schedule. So it really pissed me off. And I didn't get a lot of sleep. It's like I couldn't sleep in. So for those 2 weeks, I've been kind of dragging my feet and not so good with things. And I got to the point last week where I was so tired and so exhausted from being pulled out of my schedule for those 2 weekends, not having much time to sleep in. And during the week, I can't sleep in. That I had to take personal day off. So I went up to my boss, and I got at the end of, you know, like halfway through my shift, and I went up to him and asked him, I said, look, you know, I don't ask for this very often, but I asked if I could schedule a personal day. I said, you know, if I could do it Thursday or Friday, that would be great. And he says, you know, you can make a long day weekend, you can take a weekend, take Friday off, make it a long weekend, that would be cool. You work hard, you deserve it. You know, if you want, you can take 2 days off. You can take Thursday or Friday. They're really good about that. And I said, you know, I'm alright. I think Thursday would be the better day because it's the next day, so I don't like to impose on people too much. But the fact of the matter is, I got so tired. I got so worn out to the point that I said, you know what? I can't take this anymore, because if I'm coming into work and I'm just tired, I know I'm just going to drop dead. So, instead of passing out or something, which could happen, you know, hasn't happened, but one time it did come close. It's good to take that time off. Now, explaining this kind of stuff to guys, over the past 2 weeks when I was tired, it's, oh, they ask, how you doing? This is, oh, I'm tired, and I was all unhappy and bitchy about something. And I was explaining them the car, and they said, oh, well, you got it done, you're okay, right? Yeah, okay. I explained this to another guy that I was working with, and he said, oh, well, sleep when you're dead. What are you talking about, sleep when you're dead? I said, look, I was starting to get to the point where it's fudging my brain. I said, no, they don't get it. They're just wired up differently. I need to sleep. It's a health and beauty thing. It's if I don't get sleep, then I'm gonna end up old and dogged. And I figured that's already happened enough as it is. But they didn't get it, and it just frustrated me that they didn't understand. So after a while, I told them. I said, "Look, I'm not you. I'm different. Okay? I need my sleep." So I think it helps to be blunt, honest with them sometimes, and maybe it offers a good opportunity to tell them what you are. You don't have to tell everybody what you are, but it just tells you the differences. You kind of see it. You feel that you butt heads with people. Yeah, it's that sort of thing, and it goes over the head. They don't understand it. They don't understand it. They're not going to understand it. Don't expect them to understand it. It's just not in their psyche to get it. So it brings me to this point. Don't include yourself to be part of them. Okay? You're not like them. You're not like them at all. I'm not saying that to try to differentiate yourself too much. I'm just saying that to kind of get you to transition in your head and say, you know what? This is important to me. I don't have to be like them. I'm not going to play their game. I don't have to be part of their thing. No, I don't. And it gives you the discipline to say, alright, maybe they don't understand because they're a guy. Okay, they don't understand it because they're a guy. They're different than me. Alright, we share a lot in common. With that said, you can kind of use it as a measure of discipline to say, alright, they don't understand. You just say, I'm just different from you, and it's not necessary to go any further with that. Flat out, too, you can just say, if they ask you how you're doing, and I'm so much a person, to be honest, you can just say, look, I'm having a bad day, and I don't want to explain it, so there you go. This is the type of thing that always drives me to tears. Nobody understands. I really need my sleep. Working at night's not easy, but that's kind of the stuff that goes about. The more you can do that, the better off you feel about yourself. When you transition, that's a physical transition, but here, inside, that's still the same. The way you perceive things may change, yes. Obviously, it probably will, very much so, regardless of what happens on the outside, how much change you get. But you have to know how to handle things, and if it requires that you give a break to yourself, great. You don't have to stand up all strong like a man and, try to be the dominant one all the time and all that. That's absolutely ridiculous, so you'd be putting too much on yourself. I mean, I'm not going for the old cliche of, what girls would do and all this. This is by yourself. Everybody's an individual. Not everybody's the same. And you gotta do what's right for you. But you're the only person that you have. And if you don't take care of yourself, who's gonna take care of you? You know your limits. So, if you need personal days and you do that thing, great, go ahead. It kind of gives you discipline to take care of yourself better so that you don't beat yourself up. Some people deal with trans stuff and they use substances to kind of get through things. Not good. You get all those things coming about. You're gonna get old and dogged about things, and your body's not gonna thank you. It's gonna be hard for you to put makeup and say I look beautiful. It's just a measure of discipline. You gotta take care of yourself. So that's my tip of the day, and I hope you guys take care of yourself and learn something from this. And don't be hard on yourselves. You're just beating up yourself, banging your head against the wall, and it's just not worth it. Accept it. Live your life. If you need something pink, you need something nice, you need clean, you need whatever it is. Come for it. There you go. The tools are all in front of you. You just gotta pick them up. You gotta use them. You gotta be you. And that's it. Take care of yourselves, and I might be back with my moment of truth.